2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. Leave no ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad, ain't stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Ain't biting my tongue, I can't be no goofy, no victim to none of my enemies. Like honestly, be sending me talk from a sip that'll be when I get to me. My check don't discriminate, still take deposits if you talking Vietnamese. I just be having my way, only come out with a pay till I say. Heard you wanna be, don't got a whip and rag on no petty. Look, I talk with that on your hip, if you ain't gon' rip it up, pop it. Empty the like show me a benefit. Let me dumb it down, Benjamin. For these we not equivalent. Really bad, looking so innocent. Bossy predicament, I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Diddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. No ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad, stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Call me Hillary, stay at the bank. Making moves like I'm hot in the shank. I'm low key, but I pop out in black. This bun on my knife, stop trying to look. They do not cover me. Fake, I can't keep no company. Only the real respect my honest. So watch how you coming if you're under me. I'm with it in Rex involved. I they text and calls. Run me that, making no sense at all. They bounce like a basketball. Your boo never coming back. This go stupid, go dumb. Told that boy you gotta pay for some. I sit on no throne, you ain't taking none. You bragging on pants, I make for fun. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Diddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. No ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad, ain't stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. I ain't keeping up with what you saying on the internet. I ain't keeping up with the news. But I get that daily paper. Stop playing me. Pap.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And no chance to get away as they get him down at about the 17-yard line. First play, first pass for Brady. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Sugar! Hey, Alan.
Now back to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The Buccaneers had 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Brady going to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him.
And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand?
And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay, so the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. This will be taken at the 13. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Bandit!
2nd down, back to Fournette. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Brady. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Brady's throw complete there to Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Brady. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Mike Edwards picks it off. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the 1st quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield.
Here's Bernard. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Brady. And Brake, the tight end's got it. And he's going to have the Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Brady now on 1st down. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Right back to Chris Godwin. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Brady. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. 3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
Check it, reload! Hey, 66! Regular! Hey,
Brady now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal.
From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Succop's kick is good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. An inside give to Jones.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's trying to parlay that great performance last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2, into a great performance in Week 3.
And the way he was able to do it last week, he started off doing it again this week. Energy, the way he comes off the line of scrimmage, attacks the defense, sets them back on their heels, and he finds openings as a result.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Up the middle, Jones. And he's got some space here.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down.
Stuffed for the loss by Devin White.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
that loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Packers 7, Buccaneers 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, "Hurry, hurry," to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. To throw is Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. A draw play. Bernard. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And he is out of bounds but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Now a carry for Bernard. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Kyle Rudolph halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bucs are once again back in front.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead is now 10 to 7. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones to about the 40-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. Looking downfield for Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. A solid stiff arm. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Being chased out left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
So it looked like a good opening drive to start this third quarter, but ultimately it's going to be an unfruitful one as they give it away on the fumble.
Yeah, when they were moving it, you figured they were in good position to take the lead, but they sure picked a bad time to be lackadaisical with the football. They wound up giving it away.
And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on first down. And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Mr. Davis, you're a football lifer, my friend. You've called games at the highest level. You know head coaches inside and out. Please explain that one to me. Speechless. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime Minks had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Finally held down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Well, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ballgame. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Over the middle, it's complete.
And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Jones diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10
at their own 21. Now Bernard.
And a short pickup to about the 25.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Brady going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Cover!
Here's Brady to throw. This time he's got the hookup. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Brady. That's complete. Bernard.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
72.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Quay Walker.
The 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where you just shouldn't have thrown the football, and ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
From the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On first down, Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
On first and 10, here's Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
The second and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa.
They'll run it here with Bernard. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Now Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So first and 10 now from the 30. A give to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
The give is to Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd.
Now Brady. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Brady to his tight end, Brate, for the Tampa Bay first. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Brady. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Up the middle they go. Bernard. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
17 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Here's Brady. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Now Brady got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
And some room to run now. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
On the counter, here's Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so trying to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Rodgers to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw here into the hands of Jones.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Brady now on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 98 yards on the ground for him so far.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And here's Jones again on second down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Packers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.
Come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit it, live in the Luna, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds in the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible.